It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Coming up next.
This is an all-sports station production.
Taking on the New York Jets. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. But, Charles, you look at our teams here and where they fit in, not just in the AFC East, but in the AFC as a whole. And it certainly all starts at the quarterback position.
It certainly does. And how about the new matchup that we have? Josh Allen with the Bills and Aaron Rodgers with the Jets. And remember, Aaron Rodgers is there to get the Jets not only back into playoff contention, but into an AFC Championship game appearance and maybe a Super Bowl. Josh Allen, he wants to get to the Super Bowl. They'll go about it two different ways, but both of them exceptional talents.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And it just feels like Allen has the Bills on the cusp of something great. Another 13-win season last year, and they're officially perennial favorites in the AFC. Behind that effort, continued excellence from one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen. Out to the left. He's got his tight end Knox. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hardy. It's a pickup of 6. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
On second down, Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hardy. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal.
On the left hash, this from 48 yards.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the new-look Jets ready to go on offense. And it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
After years of flirting with the idea, the 4-time MVP finally found his way out of Green Bay this offseason, guiding himself to the Jets. We know he's already a Hall of Fame lock, but this is a chance to add one more crowning achievement to his resume.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down.
But Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense, trying to slow down Aaron Rodgers. What would you be trying to do?
I would think about selective pressure, Brandon, and what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns. But every now and then you bring that pressure at him, make him deliver the ball on time. It's when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and throws deep, that's when you're in big trouble.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And again, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Rodgers going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
Deontay Hardy back deep.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Let's go now, let's go.
From the gun, it's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Cook up the gut. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
A strong play from last year's second-round pick who didn't get a lot of carries as a rookie with the Bills, only 89. But he made the most of them, though. A 5.7-yard average, good enough to lead all running backs had he qualified. This is a young man who's proved he's worthy of a more feature role in the Buffalo offense.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On play action, Allen. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And Knox is going to have a Bills first down as he's down inside the 15. Allen and Knox teaming up there for a Buffalo first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Finding Knox there, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now Allen. this is going to be incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. The kick by Bass is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Allen going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
He's got to hook up to Lazard, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him. Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now a late signing let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Across the formation, Hardman gets the completion.
And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Finds Lazard quickly on the slant.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3.
Now Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to get this one down to Cook, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And it's a pretty good return here as we'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Rodgers now to throw. Completes it to Hardman. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's go! Let's go!
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Rodgers. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Cook is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit. It looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. That pass is caught by Hardy. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of the play that looked like it was in trouble.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And the Bills are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers going to throw. he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. First down, here's the run with Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Allen now on first down. And bringing it in, it's Davis. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Rodgers. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Here's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers again now. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll try the middle with Cook. He'll take it inside the 25. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. Catch made right side by Wilson. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On play action, Rodgers. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Here's Cook again. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run the counter with Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a Bills 1st down, and that should be that. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Second and 11 now. Now the new pickup from New England. This is Damian Harris.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. What a change in this ball game in the 4th quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.
And when we spent time talking with them before the game, they made sure that we knew that they thought that they were the better team in this one, and they never lost that thought or lost that focus, and they played like it in the 4th quarter. That's how you author a late comeback and get a win.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.